Skinny Hardaway 17, back with another EP. Y'all do your boy a favor, y'all smash that like button for your boy when you roll on in. Whether you're here for a good time or a long time, greatly appreciate you sliding through. If you could hit that thumbs up for your boy, like the video, and subscribe to the channel. We talk this good boxing every single day, not just today. Today I'm here with an informational EP. This is centering around, Devin Haney, 135, 140. The WBO, right? The WBO, not the WBC. The WBO. The WBO has extended olive, right? They have extended an olive to Devin Haney. Devin Haney is currently the undisputed champion at the 135-pound division. Now, if you don't know, I'm telling you now, when you're the undisputed champion, right, you have the WBO, IBF, the WBA, and the WBC. The way that the WBO works, which is who we're talking about right now, with the way that the WBO works, if you're their champion at a smaller division and you decide to move up in the division, then you're automatically given the title shot in the next division because you're a current champion in the lower division, right? So Devin Haney will fall under those classifications. He's the 135-pound WBO champ, meaning that if he decides to move up, the WBO indeed could give him a direct title shot, which is exactly what the WBO is doing. The WBO has now given Devin Haney the option. The WBO, not the WBC, right? The business, the hoopla and madness that's been going on lately has been surrounding the WBC. This is not the WBC. This is the WBO, right? The War Bob Orders belt. So this is basically coming straight and directly from Top Rank. So again, this is Bob Arum giving Devin Haney the option of any fight, you know what I mean, that he wants. But I digress, right? Don't want to jump the gun too much. But the WBO, Bob Arum, he's giving Devin Haney options at 140, right? He said you could come up to 140. Not, he said you can come up to 140, and you don't have to fight Regis Prograis necessarily for a strap at 140. The Regis Prograis fight would be on the zone, right? What Bob Arum is throwing his offer in the pot. What's good, Jelly Bean? My girl Just Jazz, my guy Ray Buck. Appreciate y'all folks sliding through. What Bob Arum is doing, Bob Arum, I'm finna get up. Turn this light on, bring my camera. We finna go. We finna get to it. What Bob Arum is doing, Bob Arum is putting in his bid, right? Bob Arum is saying, don't go back to the zone, right? Don't go back to the zone and fight Regis Progress for their title, right? You could stay over here at ESPN and Top Rank, and you could have any fight that you want. Bob Arum also offered Devin Haney the Lomachenko fight. He offered Devin Haney uh, he gave Shakur Stevenson a shot to fight Devin Haney as well by allowing him to take the deal that Devin Haney offered because Bob Arum doesn't want to pay for Shakur Stevenson versus Devin Haney, right? Bob Arum don't see that fight, doesn't see value in that fight, which is why he's not, just jumping at the gun to make it. But Bob Arum, WBO, they did offer Devin Haney a three fight deal, right? Not a 3 fight deal. Well, they did offer him a 3 fight deal. Lomachenko, Shakur, and you know, Teofimo Lopez, right? But they have since made him a new offer for the WBO strap, not the WBC. What Bob Arum is doing now with the WBO is Bob Arum has now offered Devin Haney. He offered him a fight against Teofimo Lopez for the WBO 140-pound title, which is Teofimo Lopez's belt right now. Teofimo Lopez just beat Josh Taylor. Teofimo Lopez beat Josh Taylor for the WBO belt at 140. So Bob Arum said, if you want, you could fight Teofimo Lopez for that strap at 140. Now, since Bob Arum has said that, Teofimo Lopez has since then went on to to say that he's retired and that he's no longer boxing, right? So what they did was they said if Teofimo Lopez decides to really retire, or Teofimo Lopez decides to stay retired, right, and not come back, then we're offering you a fight we're offering you a fight versus um Honor Barboza. Honor Barboza is the mandatory for Teofimo Lopez's Teofimo Lopez's WBO belt, and you got Jose Ramirez who's in the second spot for Teofimo Lopez's right WBO belt. Jose Ramirez lost his belt to Josh Taylor, in which Teofimo Lopez just beat to get the strap, right? So this would be his second title shot in about 2 years, right? He's trying to retain. He's trying to get his belt back. Is Jose Ramirez. Honor Barboza has been the number one, fighter in this. Has been the number one contender in this division for about a year or two now. You know what I mean? So the title shot has been eluding Honor Barboza. So he's a guy. It's been a long time coming for him to get his title shot. What's being put on the table is if Teofimo Lopez decides to retire, right, to stay retired, and if Devin Haney decides to stay at the 135-pound division, then the WBO title fight is going to be between Jose Ramirez, right, who Josh Taylor won the belt from, and it's going to be between Honor Barboza, who has been the longest standing number one contender at the 140-pound division. Right. So if Devin Haney decides to go a different route and do something else, and Teofimo Lopez, the fight, you can clearly see, right, the fight that they want is Teofimo Lopez versus Devin Haney. That's the fight that they're trying to set up. But Teofimo Lopez is saying that, he don't really want that fight. If you get that fight, you're going to have to give him 9 figures. Teofimo Lopez said that he retired. Right. So the fight that ESPN and Bob Arum wants is that Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney fight, which is why they offered it to him again. But they said, Devin Haney, if Teofimo Lopez don't want to fight you, you still can have the option at 140 to fight Honor Barboza, or you can fight Jose Ramirez for that strap at 140. So what it sounds like is that Bob Arum, the WBO, ESPN the top rank, because Barboza is the ESPN fighter, Jose Ramirez is the ESPN fighter, and Teofimo Lopez is the ESPN fighter. What's good, boxing MMA? Appreciate you sliding through. It sounds like that top rank is laying out the red carpet, you know what I mean, for Devin Haney. I told y'all, you know what I mean, that top rank values Devin Haney extremely high right now. People was in here saying yesterday, Bob Arum is going to approve that fight because he don't want the belts to get away from top rank. You're right. Bob Arum don't want the belts to get away from top rank, right? But the thing is, Bob Arum is trying to get Devin Haney to stay over at top rank. What I was saying earlier was Bob Arum sees value in Devin Haney. Bob Arum is valuing Devin Haney over guys who's been bingo. Bob Arum is the one who's been offering these guys these 25% offers, 75% offers to fight Devin Haney because he values Devin Haney so high, right? People could talk. What's good, BVO? Appreciate you sliding through, BVO. What's up with that? What's up with the business, BVO? Shout out my guy, BVO. Appreciate you sliding through. BVO. Glad you can make it. What's good, BVO? But I digress, right? Bob Arum is the one that's offering Devin Haney, these shots against fighters on his stable, right? Everybody's saying Devin Haney is lowballing this. Devin Haney lowballing this. Devin Haney lowballing that. Devin Haney is not the one making the offers. The networks are making the offers to Devin Haney. You know what I mean? Devin Haney is A-side, and it's time for him to get his A-side treatment, right? So we can't blame Devin Haney, right, for taking 75 splits that these people are offering. The sanctioning bodies is offering Devin Haney these fights in these massive numbers, right? But you can clearly see that Top Rank has a vested interest. You can clearly see that Top Rank has a vested interest in the young bull Devin Haney. But Devin Haney has serious options right now. You know what I mean? He has serious options right now. You got people telling him, right? Oh, you ducking this guy because you won't give him half your money, right? And then the guy that they saying that he ducking and won't give half his money to is the least lucrative fight. It's the least lucrative fight. You know what I mean? That Devin Haney could possibly make, which the Shakur Stevenson thing. But this is the WBO route, not the WBC route. The WBC route is the title that they got everybody in the hoopla right now. But this is WBO right. This is at 140, not 135. You know what I mean? So WBO, which is Bob Arum, laid out on the table. He can fight Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez is the fight that they want, but Teofimo Lopez doesn't want that fight, right? Shakur Stevenson did all this hating ass shit. Shakur Stevenson did all this hating ass shit, right? And we didn't forget. That Teofimo Lopez really is ducking Devin Haney right now because Shakur Stevenson want to come in and act like the dude from Nebraska. He want to come in and act like the dude from Nebraska, and throw all this salt everywhere. We didn't completely forget that Teofimo Lopez then found the way to weasel right away from up under that Devin Haney fight once again. You know what I mean? He found the way to weasel from up under that thing once again. Right? But the WBO had just made Devin Haney another offer. And really, I made this EP to say this. When everybody get their A side right, everybody get their A side chance right, and everybody exercise their rights, people understand it. Devontae Tank Davis made people have rehydration clause. He made people come back down in weight. He made people go up in weight, and nobody got a problem with it. You know what I mean? Devontae Tank Davis making $5 million per fight. The people he fighting getting $500,000 and $1 million. Nobody got a problem with it. You know what I mean? But it's Devin Haney time to be A side, and everybody got a problem with it. Can't you see that all these options right now on the table? All these options right now on the table for Haney. Right. Can't you see right now? Can't you see right now that the powers that be, these sanctioning bodies, these matchmakers, they telling y'all something. It's just gonna be up to y'all whether y'all take heed or not. They throwing all this money, they throwing all these cash, they throwing all these high percentages at Devin Haney because he's worth it. He's worth it now. You know what I mean? He's worth it now. They're literally like Devin Haney is the one that's not signed the top rank. Now he was signed the top rank before his last fight, but now he's a promotional free agent, right? So Devin Haney is the one not signed to top. He said he loses to he has no power or chin, and Rob Loma. Well, you may have a chance, Ultra Instincts. You may have a chance for Lomachenko to prove you wrong because Lomachenko stated on his channel that he got unfinished business with Devin Haney. What I'm saying is right now, Devin Haney could choose to fight anybody he wants because Devin Haney is the one with top rank in his hand. You know what I mean? He just beat top rank's biggest star in Lomachenko. So people say, well, Devin Haney don't sell, Devin Haney don't do this. Well, why is Bob Arum offering him every single belt that Bob Arum got? It's the reason that Bob Arum wants to keep. It's the reason that Bob Arum wants to keep Devin Haney over there at ESPN. It's the reason he offered him Lomachenko, his most prized fighter. It's the reason he offered him Teofimo Lopez, another one of his most prized fighters, right? It's the reason why he don't value Shakur Stevenson versus Devin Haney as high because he don't feel like that fight makes him any bread. You know what I mean? But like I said, like right now, Devin Haney has options. Lomachenko said that him and Devin Haney got unfinished business. And then you got the boss man Bob Arum. Offering Devin Haney any fight that he wants. Really, any fight that he wants. Bob Arum then made an offer to Devin Haney to fight any champion he wants from any fighter he wants from 35 to 40 basically. These guys that's been on Top Rank for years on years on years. It's guys who've been on Top Rank for years on years on years. You know what I mean? He's been at Top Rank for years on years on years. Lomachenko, Shakur Stevenson, Arnold Barboza, Jose Ramirez, and Bob Arum is offering Devin Haney a shot to come right in. AB, the IT was good. And Bob Arum is offering Devin Haney a shot to come right in. You know what I mean? And challenge for them straps. Like the tide is changing. People want to say Devin ain't this, Devin ain't this, Devin ain't that, Devin. But yet Bob Arum keep throwing all this money. But yet Bob Arum keep throwing all this money at Haney. Haney. You know what I mean? Type deal. But right now, Devin Haney is the man. Right now, Devin Haney is the man in the driver's seat. Right now, Devin Haney is the man calling the shots. You know what I mean? Right now, Devin Haney is the one calling the shots. Not only do he got the Regis program offer from the Zone, right, who want him to lead off their show, he got multiple offers from Top Rank who want them to lead off. He want them to lead off their show. Want him to lead off their show. You know, they want him to lead off their show. You got Top Rank who trying to set up this Javante Tank. I said Top Rank. You got PBC who trying to set up this Devin Haney and Javante Tank Davis fight. You know what I mean for later in the year at some point. That is an option. That is an option on the table. You know, it has been contacts between the Devin Haney camp and PBC for Javante Tank Davis fight. It's actually, you know, going a little smoother than a lot of people want to think, right? It's just about them getting down to the schematics of that. But it's options galore, you know what I mean, for Devin Haney right now. And I actually do at this point, man, because the ultimate goal, I believe, right, the big fight, the fight that everybody really want, the fight that everybody want to see, right, is Devontae Tank Davis and Devin Haney. I feel like if he can't beat Devontae Tank Davis, then I would want to see him at 140. You know, maybe go up in legacy, right? Get you another strap, right? But if you feel like that you actually will fight Devontae Tank Davis, which is starting to be the feel, right? Then why not stay at 135 and rematch Lomachenko, right? Because you could stay at 135 and you could fight Shakur Stevenson, right? But Shakur Stevenson want 50-50 from you. You know what I'm saying? If I got to fight you for 50-50, bro, and I'm going to get the less money from you, then why wouldn't I fight Lomachenko again and get a bigger bag at more than 50-50 and more money? You know what I mean? You know, you know what I mean? Is that Bob see another big bag in Devin Haney? And that's really what it is. And that's really what it is. Bob Arum trying to put him in the room. Bob Arum is giving Devin Haney all the options that he wants. He's trying to do whatever that he needs to do in order to keep Bob Arum, in order to keep Devin Haney and those belts on Top Rank. Now, my guy Big Dog Willie, he had the right idea yesterday. He said it. My guy Big Dog Willie, he had the right idea yesterday. He said it himself. He said they go mandate, they go approve Shakur Stevenson's request because they want to keep them belts in Top Rank, right? Because they want to keep them belts in Top Rank, right? But he was right about one thing. They do want to keep the belts in Top Rank, but they go keep the belts at Top Rank through Devin Haney. They want to re-sign Devin Haney. They want to re-sign Devin Haney. You know what I mean? Type deal. So at this point, just think about this, right? You got about 5 guys who's been on Top Rank faithfully. Ramirez, Barboza, Lomachenko, Shakur Stevenson, right? That's 4. Ramirez, Barboza, Lomachenko, Shakur Stevenson, Teofimo Lopez, right? You got all of those guys saying, man, Bob Arum ain't doing right. Bob Arum ain't treating me right. He ain't giving me fights. You got all those guys jockeying and positioning for championship fights, right? And then you got Devin Haney, the last guy, who was the last guy, the last big name to sign to ESPN and Top Rank, and he's literally getting all of the fights that everybody wanted when they came through there. It's the reason that he's getting all these fights that everybody wanted when they came through there. That's because what people don't want to accept, what people don't want to realize is that right now, Devin Haney is the biggest star that Top Rank has, and Bob Arum can see where his bread is buttered, and Bob Arum's bread is buttered with Devin Haney right now. You know what I mean? He can see that his bread is. He can see that his bread is buttered. He can see that his bread is buttered with Devin Haney. Josh Sanders, what's good, Josh? Appreciate you sliding through. I got 8 people in the building right now. I got 11 likes. I know more than 8 of y'all been through here. I know more than 8 of y'all been through here. Actually, I got 17 likes. My bad. I got 17 likes, but I know more than 80 of y'all been through here in general. I know more than 17 of y'all been through here, right? So y'all hit that thumbs up for your boy. Y'all help get your boy right. Help get your boy going in the algo. We're gonna be here for a little time this morning. We might as well go and cook it up. Might as well go and cook it up. Actually, I'm gonna step upside. Baby roll the own blunt. I'm smoking this one. She wake up, she can smoke that. I'm gonna step outside. I'm stepping outside. Let's talk about it. What's good, Josh? I just need people. I just need people. I just need some people to put some respect on Devin Haney's name, right? Because just the thing. Just the thing, right? Everybody else in boxing, right? They get the exercise, their A side. Everybody else in boxing, right? They get the exercise, their A side. They get to move how they want to move. It's like it's people who has done a whole lot less than Devin Haney, right? It's people who's done a whole lot less than Devin Haney, and we give them all kind of leeway, right? And now I use Tank because Tank got a lot of fans, right? Now we talking about just inside of boxing, and then people want to say, well, boxing is about money. It's about money, right? So we gotta use it for situation to situation, right? In this situation, on Top Rank, right? If it's always about money on Top Rank, Devin Haney is the biggest money maker on Top Rank right now at this moment. Devin Haney is the biggest money earner on Top Rank right now at this moment. And he's not even on Top Rank officially. That's why that's why we constantly hearing about Top Rank throwing out these deals in these different fights because they're trying to give Devin Haney everything he wants. Bob Arum, people been saying it. They just been going about it the wrong way. People been saying it, man. Bob Arum gonna try to snake them belts from Devin Haney. He want to keep them belts on Top Rank. Bob Arum want to keep them belts on Top Rank, but Bob Arum want to keep them belts on Top Rank through Devin Haney. Because, like I said, Ramirez been there, T.O. been there, Shakur been there. He already know what they're about. He built them. Devin Haney been on his fight for a couple fights. And if y'all don't think that those fights with Barboza and those fights with Lomachenko, now on the grand scheme of things, you might want to say, well, those fights don't compare to Floyd. Those fights don't compare to Tank. Those fights don't compare to Earl. Those fights don't compare to Wilder. Those fights don't compare to Wright. But compare them to top rank fights. Compare them to the other top rank fights. Other top rank fights, you can't compare them to them fights. You know why? Because those fights are viewership. Those fights came on TV. Devin Haney fights on pay-per-view. Devin Haney fights on pay-per-view at Top Rank. He just fought Lomachenko on pay-per-view. He fought George Kambosos. He fought George Kambosos, you know what I mean, on pay-per-view over there in Australia. I think it was I think it was on I think it was on TV here. You know what I mean? He got a million people. He got a million people to he got a million people to watch on regular TV in America, and they got people to buy it on pay-per-view over there in Australia. His last fight, his last fight with Cambosis, it did 970,000, right? So that's about a million. So he got a million people to watch him, and they did the pay-per-view, you know what I mean, over there in Australia. He did another pay-per-view. He did another pay-per-view, you know what I mean, with Vasil Lomachenko. All the while, hold on, y'all. I'm looking at the TV rate. Robson Cohen sink out. Okay, Oscar Valdez Oscar Valdez and Shakur Stevenson, they hit a million plus on regular TV. Uh, right? So you got Shakur Stevenson, they hit a million plus on regular TV, right? You got Devin Haney who's hitting a million plus on TV and who getting pay-per-view sales, right? So Bob Arum is the one. Bob Arum is the one, you know what I mean, with the bottom dollar. Bob Arum is the one, you know what I mean, that's looking at the bottom dollar. You don't think if it made sense to put Shakur Stevenson on pay-per-view, Bob Arum wouldn't put Shakur Stevenson on pay-per-view? Bob Arum is solely and totally against doing pay-per-views. Yet the second he got Vasil Lomachenko and the second he got Devin Haney, he stuck that thing on pay-per-view. You know what I mean? All I'm getting at is, all I'm getting at is you got Top Rank who constantly rolling out rolling out these red carpet deals for Devin Haney, right? They constantly rolling out these red carpet deals for Devin Haney, and that should tell you something. You know what I mean? They didn't offer Devin Haney Teofimo Lopez at 140 for the WBO. They didn't offer him uh Vasil Lomachenko again at 135. They didn't offer him Arnold Barboza at 140 for the title, WBO title. They didn't offer him Jose Ramirez at 140 for the WBO title. They offered him Shakur Stevenson, you know what I mean, at 75, 25%. People people are so confused right now. Watch this. Shakur Stevenson is petitioning the WBC, right, to give him a 50-50 split. When the fight that was just sanctioned, when the fight that was just sanctioned came straight from Bob Arum. Bob Arum is the one that offered Shakur Stevenson 25% to fight Devin Haney. So you think he's about to be able to write in to the WBC Mauricio Suleiman, and Mauricio Suleiman is going to go over Bob Arum's head and tell him, oh yeah, we go give you 50-50 for this fight. When Bob Arum wouldn't even give you 50-50 for it by WBO rules, uh, you write into the WBC to try and get more than their regular mandated mandatory, and you not even the mandatory. You know what I mean? You done wrote into the WBC to get 50% on the mandatory fight that nobody has ever gotten before, right? That nobody has ever gotten before. When you had a direct shot at Devin Haney, when Devin Haney got about 4 or 5 better options on the table than you right now. Think about this, bro. Devin Haney fights Shakur Stevenson at 50-50, right? How much sense does that make for Devin Haney? People talk about fair. You got to be fair. You got to be fair. Fair to who? How much sense? How much sense does it make, right? Think about this. Everybody talking about it's about business. Everybody wants to say people be talking, but they be forgetting what they say. Let me go get this light. Yeah, everybody talking about business, right? What business sense? Look at this badass dog. Hold on, because I don't know the YouTube rules. Badass dog, man. What business sense? What business? What business sense does it make? Right? What business sense does it make? What business sense? What business sense, right? What business sense does it make for Devin Haney, right? If you Devin Haney, what business sense does it make for you to fight Shakur Stevenson at a 50-50 profit? Move that. What business sense does it make for Shakur Stevenson to fight? I mean, for Devin Haney to fight Shakur Stevenson at a 50-50 profit when Devin Haney got Lomachenko on the table? He go get more than 50-50 for that. He got these and Lomachenko not for a strap, right? But he getting more than 50-50 for that. He got Barboza on the table. He getting more than 50-50 for that. He got Jose Ramirez on the table. He getting more than 50-50 for that. And for Barboza and Jose Ramirez, he getting more than 50-50, and he getting the strap at a new division. So he could be a 2-division champ too, right? So Chris Stevenson a 2-division champ. Devin Haney undisputed. If Devin Haney win the belt at a new division, now he a 2-division champ and he undisputed. You get what I'm saying? That's why I want Devin Haney to go to 140 so bad, get that strap. And if you want Tank go fight, just come on back down a little bit to fight Tank. Or Tank could meet you at the catch weight, 137, 138, 136, something like that. You know what I mean? But go and get the other strap at the other division, right? But if I'm Devin Haney, what business sense, because everybody want to talk about business, right? What business sense does it make for me? What business sense does it make for me if I'm Devin Haney to fight Shakur Stevenson at 50-50 when I got Barboza on the table for more than 50-50 in the strap? I got Ramirez on the table for more than 50-50 in the strap. I got Teofimo Lopez on the table for more than 50-50 in the strap. If he decides to not retire all of a sudden, Teofimo Lopez want to retire all of a sudden, right? I got Teofimo Lopez on the table for a strap in more than 50-50. I got Lomachenko on the table. It's a huge fight. People were saying I lost that fight. That's the fight that people want to see. You really lost. I can avenge my loss. I got a legacy fight with Lomachenko, and I get more than 50-50 on the table. So why would I take the fight with you, right, for 50-50? We talking about business sense and what makes sense. Let's be fair. Send him a fair offer. If you being logical, PGH's big dog was good. PGH just sliding through. If you being logical with it, if you being logical, Yoda Wise was good. Yoda, appreciate you sliding through this thing. Yoda, great lie this morning. Yoda, I heard you. Yoda, I heard you. Yoda, I was in that thing. Yoda, shout out my guy, Yoda Wise. All right, everybody want to talk about be fair to Shakur, be fair in business and shit, right? What business sense do it make for Devin Haney
to fight Shakur at 50-50 when he got bigger and better fights on the table and he go get more money for them? Be fair to who? Be fair to who? Lomachenko, Devin Haney get paid more if he fights Shakur Stevenson. Barboza, Devin Haney get paid more, and he'll get a strap if he fight Barboza. He get paid more, and he'll get a strap if he fight Jose Ramirez. Right? Devin Haney has finally hit his A-side stage, and y'all want Devin Haney to go do some B-side shit. Right? And then on top of that, Devin Haney actually said, you know what, bro? I will make you an offer, bro. I'll make you an offer, even though I got nothing to win here. I'll make you an offer, bro. Even though I got nothing to win here, I'll make you an offer. He offered him 25%, and people acting like that was a bad deal. But if you really think about the deal, let's really think about the deal. Mandatories get 30%. Shakur, you not a mandatory, so he gave you 25%. If he fights you, he'll be throwing away all that other money that he could make with those fights that I just named, that Lomachenko and all them. He'll be saying no to those fights where he would get more money than your 75% of a Loma fight is worth 75 is more than 75% of a Devin Haney fight. I mean, a Shakur Stevenson fight, right? He's 75%. Devin is the A side in these fights. Devin is the name in these fights. Devin is the one that's putting the ass in the seats in these fights, right? Devin is A side to everybody not named Gervonta Tank Davis right now. You know what I mean? And me personally, I believe Devin do have an A side argument over Tank. You know what I mean? I do believe Tank and Devin should probably be 50-50. But I also believe that it don't matter what Tank them offer Devin if they ever offer him, right? It don't matter what they offer him, Devin go take it. But I could make a case that Devin deserved half of Tank and him person. You know what I mean? I could make a case on that. You know what I mean? But I digress. Devin is finally in his A-side stage, bro. You know what I mean? So he go get A-side money. It's hard for y'all as the fans to accept Devin Haney ain't in the same spot that he used to be. That Devin Haney don't sell, nobody know him. That shit don't work no more. Because clearly you see these sanctioned by, you see the zone ready to give Devin Haney whatever he want with their biggest prospect region. I mean, with their biggest fighter, they newest and biggest sign in the region program, ready to throw him in there with Devin. You see Top Rank that offer Devin about 4 or 5 different fights right now at this point. You know what I mean? That Haney name is ringing bells, and people can see it. He's the first and only 135 undisputed lightweight champion in the 4-belt era ever. You know what I mean? Y'all can tell me the belts don't matter and your favorite fighter got strap season tattooed on the back of his neck. Y'all can tell me the belts don't matter and your favorite fighter hold up a regular belt after every fight that he fight, right? But belts do matter. You know what I mean? And Devin Haney got everything to lose in fighting Shakur Stevenson, and he still made Shakur Stevenson the offer. Shakur Stevenson turned the offer down and then put in a petition to get the fight at 50-50, bro. Shakur Stevenson know he not getting that fight at 50-50. My thing is, bro, we want to say, some people want to say that Devin ducking, right? And I ain't even saying that Shakur ducking, bro. But what I'm saying is, bro, if how the hell is Devin ducking when he sent him Shakur offer? Shakur has done nothing in that division. He has done nothing to deserve that fight with Devin Haney, bro. Nothing. Oh, well, he was a champ in a division lower than him. Okay, so was everybody else we talking about. You know what I mean? So was everybody else we talking about. Everybody was a champ in a division before they moved up that we talking about the fight Devin Haney right now. So Shakur having that ain't nothing different, ain't nothing new from everybody else, is what I'm getting at. But at this division, Lomachenko was a champion, unified champion. At this division, Shakur was never a unified champion at this division. Teofimo Lopez was a unified champ Teofimo Lopez is a champion in his division where Devin Haney will be fighting him at. If he fight Regis Prograis is a champion in his division where he's fighting him at. If he fight Jose Ramirez or I'll back out and put Draza. If he fight Jose Ramirez or Arnold Barboza, it'd be for a championship at the division that they at. Everybody in here got a belt to offer except Shakur Stevenson. And if you Lomachenko, who don't got a belt to offer, Devin Haney and Lomachenko got history. They got unfinished business. If you asking Lomachenko, you know what I mean. If you asking Lomachenko, right? Shakur Stevenson putting in his 50-50 bid, that's blasphemy, bro. That's blasphemy when you had the offer on the table. You trying to get 50-50 with the undisputed champ, and you don't got nothing to bring to the table. Now, I could call that a clout chase because you know that that's not going to happen, right? Some people want, 25% is a duck from Devin. Now, it's really not when you really think about the schematics of what Devin Haney did. A mandatory get 30%. Shakur wouldn't be a mandatory. Devin Haney gave him 5% less than what a mandatory would get because you're not the mandatory. Now, no, 25% of Devin versus Shakur still will be Shakur Stevenson's biggest payday. 25% of the purse bid for that fight still will be Shakur's biggest payday. It will be his biggest payday. That fight is gonna sell for an excess of 10 million, 8 to 10 million, 8, 10, 12 million, you know what I mean, on that purse bid. That fight is going to go up into excess of that. That's not a $2 million fight. Devin Haney versus Shakur Stevenson is not a $2 million fight. You get what I'm saying? That's a fight that your lowest bid for that fight is going to be around $6 or $7 million. Your lowest bid, the lowest bid in that fight is going to be around $6 or $7 million. And you better believe if you better believe if we could have got some shit like that, the zone is going to pay more than that anyway, right? The offer that Devin Haney, actually that fight was going to be on ESPN. That fight was going to be on ESPN, my bad. So ESPN was going to pay them more than $2 million anyway, because that was going to be an ESPN fight. That first offer, 25%, that fight was going to be on ESPN. Bob Arum is the nigga who put that fight together. You know what I mean? Is the one who set that fight up. They were saying that Devin Haney lowballed him. Devin Haney said, "Now, Bob Arum is the one that relayed the message to Shakur Stevenson." That was the ESPN fight. ESPN offered Shakur Stevenson 25% because they know that Devin Haney is undisputed and Shakur Stevenson is not the mandatory. So you're not the mandatory. The mandatory split is 30. You got 25, right? So that's about what you're supposed to get. When you look at all the other options he got on the table, he get the least amount of money for you. So of course he go demand the most money from you. People saying, "Oh man, he trying to slide him." No, he doing business. The business of it is the names on the table. Shakur Stevenson would be the least lucrative for Devin Haney. You know what I mean? As far as straps or as far as the money tip. What people forgetting is Devin Haney is the A side in this situation. So in any of these fights, Devin Haney go get the biggest bag. Devin Haney go get paid regardless. If y'all only get $2 million, Devin Haney is go get 75% of that $2 million. Devin Haney go get his money regardless because that's what it is when you A side, right? That's what it is when you A side. But the thing is, right? The thing is, Shakur Stevenson actually will probably be getting less money if the damn fight go to purse bid rather than him just taking the fight from ESPN or taking it from the zone. Because if you go in the purse bid, ain't nobody left to buy that fight but shit the PBC or some random ass person who we ain't heard of. They always hop in these purse bids. You know what I mean? But the zone and ESPN already offered him a cut. The zone go A side Devin Haney because that's his guy. So if you go over there to the zone, they go A side Devin Haney. They just told you 75-25 was the offer over there at ESPN. You know what I mean? Devin Haney is the A side either which way. Your best bet was just to go directly through Devin Haney, going direct through Devin Haney, the fight probably gonna end up on the zone. You know what I mean? Or but who knows? Because ESPN won't Devin Haney too. Devin Haney, free agent, man. Who we really don't know what the hell Devin go do next. You know what I mean? In the immediate future. In the immediate, you really don't know. For all we know, he could say, "Fuck it, I'm not gonna fight no goddamn body. I'm a chill. I'm a kick it, right? Until the tank fight in December. You know what I mean? Who really knows? But my thing is to say that he ducking anybody, bro, is blasphemy because the man could pick any. The man could pick anybody. Don't. See, the man could pick. The man could pick anybody he want right now, and y'all getting mad that he ain't picking. And y'all getting mad that he ain't picking. And y'all getting mad that he ain't. Y'all getting mad that he ain't picking the worst option. My bad. My bad. Nah, we lost, AB. We lost, AB. The Bucks lost. Bucks lost, AB. Nope. But Devin Haney, man, right now, Devin Haney could exercise his A side, and everybody right now, Shakur Stevenson trying to spin people as if, right? Shakur Stevenson want us to be mad that Devin Haney ain't picking his worst option right now, literally. And I'm not saying that Shakur don't. Shakur is asking for 50-50. I'm talking to Shadasia Green right now. I'm talking to Shadasia Green right now. We had the Bucks in all three. You took out Chicago and you took out the Pelicans. The Bucks was in all three. You had six. You had 6, 5, and 3, right? We did one without the Pelicans, and then we did one without Chicago and the Pelicans. We did one with everybody, one without the Pelicans, one without Chicago and the Pelicans, and the fucking Bucks lost. But yeah, okay. I'm gonna have Shadasia Green on today, y'all. I'm gonna have Shadasia Green on today. At but yeah, Okay. My bad, AB. I got you today, then, AB. I got you today. My bad. That's on me. That's on me, AB. I got you today. I got to get your number, bro. I got to get your number again. So, like, we could. So when we do it, we could talk. Because I thought you were saying two without. I got you 10. I got you 10, AB. I got you 10, AB. Yeah, we gonna have Shadeja Green on today, though. Yeah, Shadeja Green coming. Yeah, Shadeja Green gonna be here today. Yep. New Jersey's finest, baby. Jersey's finest, baby. Jersey finest, baby. I'm saying it for a reason. yeah, New Jersey's finest gonna be on today, baby. But you know what I mean? Let's really think about it, right? And no, this ain't no personal shots at Shakur, right? This ain't me personally going at Shakur, right? But just think with what Shakur wants, right? With what he wants. Devin Haney ain't giving up 50% of his purse to nobody else in these deals. Nobody else in these deals is getting 50% of Devin's purse. The only person who will be getting 50% of Devin's purse is Shakur Stevenson, right? So Devin Haney will be getting more than 50% if he fight anybody else. Why you let her back out? Move, baby, move. You know what I mean? Devin Haney, 3:30, 3:30 Central, 4:30 Eastern. 3:30 Central, 4:30 Eastern. Yep. 3:30 Central, 4:30 Eastern. I'm gonna set it up. I'm gonna set it up later. I'm gonna set it up. I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm gonna set it up after I get off this one, right? But I digress. Let's really, let's really, let's really, let's really think about this, man. Let's really think about this. He said, "Who do you think will be the bigger draw, Shakur Dale and a pay-per-view?" Teach, you tell me that, Teach. You tell me what you think, Teach. All right, so let's compare that pay-per-view numbers. All right. Let's compare that pay-per-view numbers, right, Teach? Okay, so let's compare that pay-per-view sales. Right, let's compare that pay-per-view sales, Teach. Okay, so it say Devin Haney and Lomachenko did about 150,000 pay-per-views, right? About 150,000, right? Right. So let's check Shakur Stevenson pay-per-view sales, right? Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson ain't had no pay-per-view sales. He ain't had none. He ain't had one. He ain't had no pay-per-views. Yeah. He ain't had no pay-per-views. He haven't had any. So who you think? So who you think gonna be the bigger draw, Teach? So who you think gonna be the bigger draw, Teach? How long? But how long? Okay. So let's let's not think. Bingo, Teach. Bingo. Neither did Devin. Neither of them had one. But Shakur was over there with Lomachenko already. So if Shakur was really that, right, he would have been on pay-per-view with Lomachenko. Shakur and Lomachenko been on the same network for a long time. But Devin Haney got the pay-per-view. That's all I'm saying. Shakur and Loma, we don't know, right? We don't know, but they boss know. Bob Arum know. Bob Arum had both of them. He got both of them. He didn't even think there was a big enough fight to make. Shakur was asking for Lomachenko. Man, I swear, like, I never seen so many people say Shakur Stevenson was a draw and was a star until after this Devin Haney shit. Never seen. People from New Jersey will tell you that now a lot of people know him outside of New Jersey. Dog, that's crazy. Teach, you from New York, ain't it, Teach? You from the East Coast, ain't it, Teach? Where you from, Teach? I'm from Memphis, Tennessee, right? Devin Haney from California and Las Vegas. You know what I mean? From New York. See? Right. But and Teach, I went to his fight down here when he was in Atlanta. I went to the Jameer Herring fight. I went to the Jameer Herring fight down here when he was in Atlanta. That fight not gonna be in New York. That fight gonna be in Vegas. You know what I mean? Devin and Shakur gonna be in Vegas, where Loma and Devin was, and that bitch was packed. You know what I mean? But I went to Shakur fight in Atlanta. And I enjoyed myself. But telling you, man, like it's Loma and Shakur been on Top Ring together for a long time. They've been on there for a long time. You know what I mean? How much money? Right, right. So we gotta put Devin and Shakur in the Barclays, right? They just put Devin versus Loma in Vegas, and that bitch sold out. That just sold out. You Earl just like the prices you could charge in Vegas versus the prices you charge anywhere else. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Like it ain't so what you saying is Devin Haney should fight Shakur Stevenson at the Barclays for 50-50 versus fighting Lomachenko for 70-30 versus fighting Barboza for 70-30 versus fighting Tio maybe for 50-50, right? Tio done pay-per-views before. Tio got big fights before. It's already proven. We ain't got to. So you telling Devin Haney to take 50-50 from Shakur Stevenson in the Barclays. He said, their fans put themselves in the hole. The dude with all the options put himself in the hole. Okay. They won't be able to win this, just saying. Bro, Shakur Stevenson is the worst person that he could fight. He make him the least amount of money. Shakur Stevenson gonna make the most amount of money he make. Devin gonna make the least amount of money he make. Only niggas from the East Coast know Shakur. From New York and New Jersey. Fuck it. Since we going there. Don't, bro. I was in Atlanta. It was no fucking bad in that arena, bro. Nobody. I snuck down to get better seats. The folks didn't even check my tickets. Dog, bro. Come on, bro. You talking about put it in New York, bro. New York fights, Vegas fights, how much you get for them are shitting on putting them fights in New York, bro. You put fights you don't think go sell in New York because it's a lot of people in New York. People from New York go to fights anyway. You put fights you don't think go sell in New York. Andy fight in New York. The Polish nigga fight in New York. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Wilder was fighting in Vegas for his biggest fights. His comeback fight was in New York. And this is just the business. This is just the business of the shit, bro. This is just the business of the shit, bro. I'm sorry, y'all. It just is what it is, though. Nobody in boxing is going to tell you New York venue is bigger than the Vegas venue. You got Loma in Vegas for more than 50-50. And y'all niggas want him to fight Shakur at the Barclays for 50-50. And y'all want him to fight Shakur at the Barclays for 50-50. We strictly talking about the business of boxing, bro. Vegas fights versus New York fights, bro. Nobody in boxing is going to tell you a New York fight is more lucrative than the Vegas fight. That's all I'm getting at, bro. He's the East Coast nigga, bro. And niggas in the West Coast know Devin. Niggas in the East Coast hate Devin. Niggas in the South know Devin. Niggas everywhere know who Devin is, bro. That's all I'm saying, bro. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee, bro. They're from California, Las Vegas. Right? Shakur from New Jersey. I know both of them. Me personally, I know both of them. I'm from the South. So it's people in the South that know Shakur, right? I'm from the South, right? Right? But most people who know Shakur are from where he's from. And they even got a nice percentage of motherfuckers from everywhere that know who he is. He's your fan base, big fan base. So you guys are going to get pushed back. Now I don't give a fuck about the pushback. Like this, I do this shit. Like this shit, I do this shit. This shit I'm doing right now, I do this shit. I ain't worried about no pushback. What I'm saying is, y'all know that shit don't make sense. I came 50% of Shakur in the Barclays versus 50% of Lomachenko in Vegas. Not even 50-50. Hold on, time out. 50% of Shakur in the Barclays versus 70-30% of Devin Haney and Lomachenko in Vegas. T.O. versus Devin Haney in Vegas at 50-50 versus Shakur Stevenson 50-50 in the Barclays. 70-30 Jose Ramirez versus Devin Haney in Vegas versus 50-50 Shakur Stevenson in the Barclays. No matter how you cut it, Devin Haney is going to get the least amount of money out of that deal fighting Shakur, and Shakur is going to get the most amount of money fighting Devin Haney. You can't put Shakur in the ring with nobody else because the people Shakur want to fight Devin. Shakur want to fight Devin. Loma want to fight Devin. We think Tank want to fight Devin. You know what I mean? Bob Arum gave him Jose. He gave him Arnold. Bro, everybody want to fight Devin. Devin ain't hurting for no options right now. If Devin don't fight Shakur, he in the hole, right? Devin in the hole, right? Devin the one in the hole, right? This is the most I ever heard niggas talk about Shakur in my life when he said Devin Haney name. The most I ever heard niggas talk about Shakur was when he hopped in the ring at a Devin Haney fight. The most I ever heard niggas talk about Shakur is when he hopped in the ring at a Devin Haney. Not about his fight, not about how he beat ass. We ain't talking about how he beat ass. We talking about him and Devin Haney. So understand who the A side here. Understand who the bigger draw here. Shakur Stevenson already said. Matter of fact, let me show you something. And then he gonna ask for 50-50. Let me show you how. Let me show you how little bro put himself in the hole already, bro. He probably deleted the tweet. Because he went on a deleting spree. Let me see if I still got it in. Let me see if he still got it up. He already gave Devin Haney the A side. He probably erased it. He did take it down. He already gave him the A side. I think he erased it. Let's see. Let me see. Where he said something like, I already know I'm not the A side. I already know I'm not the A side, you know what I mean? But I can't find out. I think he took it down. Let me see. Fuck this shit. But anyway, I digress though. Bro, just look, bro, it's like it's clear as day, bro. Like clear as day. He said, yeah, he did. Haney didn't even leave him no option other than 730. It ain't no other option, bro. Teach. It ain't no other option, Teach. You gotta take it, man. Because you're not even in position to get the fight. You're not even in position to get it. Teach. He not the mandatory. A mandatory split is 70-30. He not the mandatory. So he's supposed to get less than 30%. Right? Devin Haney got every single belt. Barboza's got 10 million. Devin Haney got 3 because Barboza was undisputed. Devin Haney did not get 50-50 in his undisputed fight. Lomachenko didn't get 50-50 versus Devin Haney. Lomachenko didn't get 50-50 versus Devin Haney. Why is Shakur the only person who's supposed to get 50-50, bro? Bro, nobody gets 50-50 fighting an undisputed champion without a belt. If you don't got a belt, if you got some belt, if you got a belt, maybe you can negotiate your 50-50. You could make the person mess with you. Bud talked his way into 50-50. Bud became Earl Spence's friend, and he got his fucking 50-50. Earl said, give him what he want, 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 give him what he want. He got it. Shakur didn't do it right. He didn't do it right, bro. Well, he doing it the wrong way, bro. And the thing is, he had to fight. He had to fight. Devin sent him a real offer. Devin didn't send him no bottle. Baby, Devin ain't sent him no bottle. Devin sent him a real offer. And he said no. I want 50-50, bro. Nobody gets 50-50, bro. He said he the Mando now. He not the mandatory? No, he's not. He's not the mandatory. He's not the mandatory. Teach. No, he's not. Who told you that? Teach. No, he's not. He's not the mandatory, Teach. He's not the mandatory, Teach. No, he's not. He's petitioning to be the mandatory at 50-50. He's not the mandatory. No, he's not. He's not even number 1 in the WBC. He's number 2 behind Lomachenko. Lomachenko just told him, I got unfinished business with Devin Haney. He petitioning the WBC to be the Mando at 50-50 when Lomachenko just told him, I got unfinished business with Devin Haney. Why? When you had the fight, you had it. He petitioning to be 50-50 for for undisputed fight. Devin Haney had a belt. He didn't get 50-50. Lomachenko didn't have a belt. He didn't get 50-50 with Devin just now. Bro, nobody gets 50-50, bro. He's not even the mandatory. He's not the mandatory. He's not the mandatory. He's not even number one. He's number two behind Lomachenko. And Lomachenko just told him that I got bro, go look at Lomachenko pinned tweet. And this ain't got nothing personal to do with Shakur Stevenson. Sadaji Green is the best thing out of New Jersey. But I'm just gonna throw it out there. Sadaji Green is the best thing out of New Jersey, right? But this ain't got nothing to do with Shakur Stevenson personally, bro. This ain't got nothing to do with him personally. But we talking about the business, bro. What's really going on, bro? Lomachenko pinned tweet right now is I got unfinished business with Devin Haney, bro. Bro, right now, pinned tweet. Pinned tweet. Thank you, Shakur Stevenson, for all the ass kissing. But sorry, I have unfinished business with the person that you claim you want to fight. Oh, look at what Shakur Stevenson said. Shakur Stevenson said, Lomachenko, you the king. You the king, Lomachenko. He said, she said, you the king, Lomachenko. And don't take this seriously, y'all. Don't take what I say seriously. Mr. Shakur said this. Don't take what I say seriously, y'all. I just be talking shit. Okay, what's it up? Then what Shakur said. Let me show you what Shakur said. Let me show you what Shakur said. Yo, Vasil Lomachenko, nothing but respect, champ. You deserve them belts. I hope you healed up. Everything is all good with you. I think it's time for a real high skill level chess match. I'm ready for a big fight, champ. Let's make something happen. That's what Shakur Stevenson said. And Vasil Lomachenko got it his pin tweet 3 days ago. Got it. got it his pin tweet. Thank you. I am okay, but I'm sorry. I have unfinished business with the real Devin Haney. So why are you petitioning to fight Devin Haney? Devin Haney literally let you skip the line, bro. He was going to get, bro. He was giving you your biggest payday, and he was taking less money from the payday that he was about to get. He was letting you skip the line, bro. You told him no, and now you go put in a petition to be the mandatory when you know that Lomachenko is basically the mandatory. He number one to your number two in the WBC. And not only did you petition the number one guy, right? Not only did you petition the number one guy, you asked for a unregular split. The regular split is 70-30. Haney offered you 25%. He offered you 25%, which is what you were worth. You're not a mandatory. They who get 30%. He gave you 25%, which will still be your biggest payday in the Devin Haney fight, right? So you go put in a petition to get an irregular split for 50. They not going to approve it. They're not approving it, especially when Lomachenko telling you that it's probably Lomachenko that I got unfinished beat. You know what I mean, bro? You said Lomachenko is the best fighter. You just said it again. You just said again, you the best fighter. Devin beat him. You keep telling the world that Lomachenko is the best fighter, right? But in actuality, he lost. And then when you said that he the best fighter, you want to fight him, he said, I got to handle business with Champ. I got to handle business with Champ. Man, so, bro, come on, bro. 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 T Hunt, shout out my guy T Hunt. T Hunt. T Hunt. Shadasia Green, the best thing out of New Jersey. For real. Like, why would he take Shakur at 50-50 when he got Loma for 70-30? Makes no sense, man. He's okay. I got work with me. Just A side to regional. T.I. said no because they're champion 140 on live down. Then he can move up. Teach. Devin will probably get 50-50 with T.O., right? He'll probably get 50-50 with T.O., 60-40. But we know Devin will take whatever the fuck that he needs to take for the fight, to make the big fights, for championship level fights. He'll take whatever he needs to take. But let's just say this. Let's say he get 50-50 for T.O., right? Let's say he get 50-50 for T.O., right? Was good, Drew. But he damn sure the A side to Regis Prograis, and Regis Prograis know that. Yes. He's the A side to Regis Prograis for the same reason that Tank is the A side to him. He's the A side to Regis Prograis because the companies favor him over Regis Prograis. The people putting on the fights favor him over Prograis. And that's why he the A side to Prograis. With T.O., it's a little different. It's more 50-50 because their company, Top Rank, may favor them about the same. Or they may give T.O. a little more because he is the current champ and Devin Haney coming up. So 60-40, 50-50. But Devin Haney ain't the kind of guy who turned down fights that he asked for. So whatever they offer Devin Haney, he probably go take it. But do I think he the A-side to Regis? Absolutely. Do I think he the A-side to T.O.? I think they get about 50-50 right now. From Top Rank. Top Rank value them about 50-50. The zone value Devin Haney at a higher rate than Regis Prograis. Right? If he fight Tank, it'll be on PBC. PBC value Gervonta Tank Davis at a higher rate than Devin Haney. It's all about who putting on the fight. That's really what A-side come down to. A mutual partner is putting on the fight with Top Rank. That's probably 50-50. The zone been working with Devin Haney longer than Regis. Devin A-side with the zone against anybody. Against anybody, Devin A-side at the zone. You see him the PBC, Tank gonna be the A-side. That's just how it go. That's the business of it. Shout out my guy Drew, the Pain for Excellence podcast. He said had to slide through real quick. Appreciate you, Drew. I'm gonna be up out the way by time you go on. What I got? About 15 more minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna be out the way by the time you go on. Shout out my guy Drew. We just in here talking about this Shakur Steves and Devin Haney situation. Right. Top Rank. Got you, Teach. Shout out my guy Teach sliding through this thing. Shout out my guy Teach. Got you, Teach. The WBO has now offered new offer on the table. More offers on the table. More offers for Devin Haney, right? They want to say Devin Haney back in the corner. He closed in, right? More offers on the table for Devin. More options, right? The WBO just said, Devin Haney, you can get T.O. at 140 if we make him come out of retirement, or you could fight Barboza at 140 for the WBO title, or if you don't want to fight Barboza, you could fight Jose Ramirez at 140 for the WBO title. So you could fight T.O., Jose Ramirez, Barboza, or you could fight Lomachenko, or you could fight Shakur Stevenson. So you got Barboza for a title, Ramirez for a title, Lomachenko for your legacy, right? Some people feel like you lost that fight. Lomachenko for your legacy. Lomachenko is a big name that already did one pay-per-view. Do the rematch, see what they do, right? Big fight, big name Lomachenko, right? Or you could fight Regis Prograis for a strap, right, at 140, right? Or you could fight Shakur Stevenson for 50-50 at 135 for no straps. I could fight Shakur Stevenson for 50-50, or I could fight Loma for 70-30, or I could fight T.O. for 50-50, or I could fight Regis for 70-30, or I could fight Barboza for 70-30, or I could fight Ramirez for 70-30. Oh, I could fight Ramirez for 70-30 for a strap. I could fight Barboza for 70-30 and a strap. I could fight Regis for 70-30 and a strap. I could fight Loma for 70-30 and legacy. I could fight Shakur Stevenson for legacy and 50-50. What's the worst deal out of all of them deals? Y'all got to be fair to Shakur Stevenson. Are we being fair to Devin Haney? Nobody gets 50-50 with the undisputed champion. Again, I'm going to keep saying this. Kambosos and Devin Haney. Devin Haney did not get 50-50 with Kambosos. Lomachenko and Devin Haney. Lomachenko did not get 50-50 with Devin Haney. Devin Haney was the A-side to Lomachenko. What make you think you better than Lomachenko when you already keep saying that you're not better than Lomachenko? You keep telling the world that Lomachenko the best guy in your division. He didn't get 50-50 with Devin Haney. What make you think that you better than Lomachenko when you said you're not better than Lomachenko? You're not ranked higher than Lomachenko. He didn't get 50-50 with Devin Haney. So you petitioning to be the Mando at 50-50, bro, you know you're not going to get that shit. You know you're not going to get that, man. You know you're not going to get that. My thing is, man, you had a direct beeline straight to the ship. Direct beeline straight to the ship. Straight to the ship, bro. At 25%, one fight change your whole life. One fight, you become the man. You hopped in Devin Haney ring, act like you want to fight, bro. You want to be the man. You saw Devin Haney get undisputed, bro. Devin Haney ain't have undisputed in the win over Lomachenko for 30 seconds, bro, before you hopped in the ring and said, you lost, bro, I want to fight you. So you clearly want what this man got. I feel like you want to beat him, but you clearly want what this man got. This man gave you a direct beeline that you didn't deserve to what he got, and you said, nah, I want 50-50. He didn't even say 60-40, y'all. The man didn't even say 60-40. The man ain't say 65-35. The man went 50-50 with no strap. He think he turns Crawford. Terrence Crawford had a belt. You supposed to have the WBO belt that you don't get because you lost it on the scales. That could have got you to fight Devin Haney. You could have took the 25% off of the Devin Haney sent you for not being the mandatory. Right? You not the mandatory. He sent you 25%. That's what you supposed to get. This man think he Crawford with no belt. You didn't even have a belt. Crawford got leverage. He got leverage and he became Earl Spence's friend. He got Earl Spence's number. He saw talking shit wasn't working. He said, you know what? Let me get his number, right? And he became his goddamn friend, right? And he friended him until 50%. I know what Terrence did. Earl don't care. Earl a good dude. Earl said, you know what? You can get it. Don't matter. I'm going to beat your ass anyway. Earl said, you know what? I like you. You're a good dude. You can get it. I'm going to beat your ass anyway. He friend Earl into 50-50, right? You could have did it, but you went about it the wrong way. It's a way to do it. You know what I mean? You did it the wrong way. You know what I mean? You did it the wrong way, my G. But that's just off some buddy shit. You could have got your 50-50. Now, you deserve the 25% that he gave you because you're not the Mando, which would have got you 30%. You're not the Mando, right? So now you asking him for 50%, some shit that none of them got before. You hear that Lomachenko say, Lomachenko, you deserve them belts. You the real champion. Let's fight, big bro. He say, thank you. I'm doing okay. But I got business to handle with Devin Haney. Everybody want to fight Devin Haney, bro. And y'all acting Devin Haney the one that's back in the corner. Devin Haney the one that ain't got nowhere to go. Devin Haney the one that's ducking if he don't fight Shakur Stevenson. So you telling me the man without 6-7 fight offers? You telling me the man without 6-7 fight offers is the man that ain't got nowhere to go? The nigga with about 6 or 7 fight offers is the one that ain't got nowhere to go. You mean to tell me the dude that could fight The dude that could now fight Teofimo Lopez that 144 belt, probably at 50-50, 60-40 maybe. More than he gonna make more than he make with Shakur, right? For a belt in a new division. He'll be 2 division champ and undisputed, just like Bud Crawford. Not Shakur. Shakur unified 2 division champ. If he go up there, he fight T.O., he'll be 2 division undisputed champ like Bud Crawford. You know what I mean? Or he could fight Barboza. That'll make him 2 division undisputed champ, right? Or Ramirez, that'll make him 2 division undisputed champ, right? And he probably get 50-50 for T.O., 60-40. And he gets 70-30 for Barboza. And he gets 70-30 for Ramirez. And or he could fight Lomachenko at 135, stay at 135, and wait on that Gervonta Tank Davis fight that's probably being, you know what I'm saying, that they actually is, coming down the pike with. You know what I'm saying? Like this, they speaking. They don't speak in terms. Devin Haney is a promotional free agent. He could talk to who the fuck he want to talk to, when he want to talk to him. So he talking to all these people. That's why they keep throwing these offers out here, because the boy could fight anybody he want to right now. Anybody he want to right now. You know what I mean? Or he could stay at 135, you know what, and say, let me go back, run this back with Lomachenko, since I'm going to get more money with him. I'm going to get more than 50-50 with Lomachenko. Let me run this back with Lomachenko, stick around 135, and see what Gervonta Tank Davis is going to do at the end of the year. Maybe at the top of next year. End of the year, top of next year, right? See what he go do. You know what I mean? But he got options galore right now. It's about 6, literally. And they all end with bigger paydays than Shakur Stevenson versus Devin Haney. And that's just the real, bro. This is perfect for Shakur. A Devin Haney fight will be perfect for Shakur. He get to get undisputed in one fight. He get to beat a big name coming off a big fight. You know what I mean? It's perfect for Shakur. For Devin Haney, bro, Shakur is his worst option, bro. And Devin Haney got options, bro. He got options. But I ain't gonna keep it out too long, because I gotta feed myself. I gotta feed the babies. It's early WNBA today, so I gotta get into my WNBA grind. You know what I mean? Gotta make my best, gotta get right. Greatly appreciate y'all folks coming through this thing. Devin Haney got options, man. He got Teofimo Lopez at 144 strap. Barboza at 144 strap. Ramirez at 144 strap. Regis Prograis at 144 strap, right? And he gets 70-30 in 3 out of 4 of those fights. Or he get 50-50, 60-40 on the Teofimo Lopez fight bag. You know what I mean? Or he got Lomachenko at 70-30 at 135. And if he's sticking around at 135 and fight Lomachenko, that Gervonta Tank Davis fight really most definitely could happen, because Devin Haney ain't obligated or tied down to fight to nobody for multiple fights. You know what I mean? And it is a real thing. They have been in touch. You know what I mean? But the man got options, and he got Shakur Stevenson. You know what I mean? But gotta make it make sense. Skin Hardaway, Sudden T. This ain't the past, this ain't the future, but this the present. That's how we rocking. And I'm out. Look.